Good morning. Happy New Year. It's great, right? Listening to Steve. It's great. Um, I really don't know what the hell I'm doing up here, but fundamentally, I think every time everybody says, go talk science, I say, that's really boring. So, for the next 10 minutes or so, before you guys go off on your break and so on, there's only one thing you got to remember. The reason why we do science, and it takes a lot of money to do science, and do the proper science here in New Skin, is that we want to make sure, personally, I just want to make sure that our products will never, ever embarrass you. For all intents and purposes, that is really, at the end of the day, that's what we do. You know, our scientists will come up here, including me, and we're going to tell you all this, using all these fancy scientific terms to talk about our products and so on. And Dan McCormick understands all of it. Yeah, I don't, but nonetheless, you know, we just want to impress you a whole bunch before you leave. And it's great. This great building here, $200 million building, and you see the labs up there. Really, that's all we really want to do, is to make sure that our products are consistent, and you see in the video of that, Steve showed you that, is to make sure that consistently they're safe and effective. After all, you know, what's the point of making a great product just once and you could never repeat it? At the end of the day, that's what the science tells us. We are able to repeat the product. So, over the last 35 years, right, we have done a lot in New Skin. We have innovated a lot, and so on and so forth, and there are lots of new products going to come out. So one day when we are sitting together, we want to say, we have so many products. What are we going to do with them? Because the reality is, it's awfully difficult to expect all of you to really, truly understand all the products. It's very difficult. I mean, frankly, for myself, maybe I can remember about 70% of them. I tend to have to really look it up and try to recall what those 30% of the products are all about and so on. It's difficult. And that's one of the reasons that we came out with this Empower Me thing. Because the Empower Me, Steve have given you a very broad picture. I'll try and distill it down to one thing from the product perspective. And that is, we have covered very many areas of benefits, and whether it's skin category or skin areas and the rest of the body and so on. Within Empower Me, I think we have defined a mechanism because of the technology we are spending and investing a lot on, be able to come through with an approach that can help you to personalize your beauty and wellness regimen. That's, for me, that's what Empower Me is all about, you know. Empower me. I mean, what does that really mean? It's really to make sure that you have the opportunity, a simple yet effective way to make sure that you'll be able to access and be able to truly one day be able to look at all the different products and be able to design a personalized regimen for you. So, and the next scientific frontier, when we look at what we have in New Skin, is about this integration. After all, you know, when I look at skin and when we develop skin products and so on, we tend to sort of somewhat not remember the skin is the largest tissue in the body. And anything that we do on the skin has an impact on the rest of the body, and vice versa. So, with our scientific understanding of that and all the things that we've done through genetic science and age log and so on and so forth, we now have reached a point where we think we can really integrate the beauty and wellness products together into one simple mechanism or into one simple approach. And Empower Me is part and parcel of that delivery system to the consumer level or to the customer level. So, just to remind you, right, over the last 35 years, we have, for all intents and purposes, have developed quite a few technological breakthroughs. all the way back to all the good, none of the bad. You may not realize it. It's a very simple phrase, but yet incredibly profound, right? And that has driven Nu Skin forward. And then we have Pharmanex coming in to make sure that we can bring even more science to what we are doing in Nu Skin. And then with the biophotonic scanner and so on, with the age-lock, trying to understand truly what exactly or where the sources of aging are. So we keep on going. And this integration approach or concept that we have looked at is going to make us perhaps announce something very, very soon that is going to make you somewhat sit back and maybe pay a little bit of attention to the science, okay? Because I think we are truly, this integration notion that we have on all aspects of our business and everything that we do in Nu Skin, on the science side, we have also used that to create something that is potentially very revolutionary and something that I think you would rather like and be able to demonstrate to you what the power of this integration is. So, Empower Me, as I mentioned, is about personalization, and we continue to bring you lots of products, and both on the skin side and also on the health side. And I think as we roll out the Empower Me, you will begin to see there are lots and lots of elements within it that you can use to personalize a beauty and wellness regimen. So that's the flexibility. If I look at it, for all intents and purposes, you're sitting here and Steve has given you, a very impressive and compelling story. But when I look at Nu Skin, I would be asking the question, after all, why are you sitting here on a Friday morning? You've come all across from all over the country. In fact, some of you may potentially be out from the outside of the US as well. Why are you sitting here? Why are you not sitting maybe further down the road? There's another company down there. Aha! That's the question, right? Jeff just reminded me, we are the best. All right. And there are reasons, we have proof points time and time again that the phrase, we are the best, is not empty. We wanted to show you, we want to demonstrate to you. Don't believe what I say, believe what we can show you in terms of data, in terms of credibility, in terms of the type of leadership that we have. Right? Those are proof points. After all, at the end of the day, words can only take you so far, and after that, you really have to make sure that you are with a company that is truly credible. And that's what I'm hoping that on the science side, on the product side of things, the scientific approach that we take to things is perhaps another way that we are demonstrating we are credible. We are not just selling snake oil. And this integration that we have, am I showing that slide? I'll show you some data. So we have launched a product that's called collagen over the last 12 months. It has been an incredible success, thanks to all of you, right? But we also have a device on the other side of the coin that's called the LumiSpa. And scientists being what we are always curious and say, why don't we combine the two together? After all, we keep on talking about this integration. Let's go do some studies and see whether we can truly integrate what happens when you take a supplement and combine it or give it to a person that has already been using a LumiSpa. You have this incredible, right? I'll go back to it, well, before you clap. That one, that we see an incredible enhancement. What in science we call, there's a synergistic effect between the two products. A new biome, right? It's simple. It's sort of You guys love it. Drink's really good, and so on. I drink it every day, and so on, because I want to make sure that my microbiome is okay. But we want to make sure and say, hey, we have another product that we have already launched that's called Meta. What happens when you put those two products together? What happened was, the study showed us, was the new biome, by making sure that the bacteria flora is healthy in your gut, and when you put the Meta in, it ripples out the benefits. For intents and purposes, I would say that Meta is sort of like the microbiome glue, or the connecting point between the gut and the rest of the body. Incredible enhancement when you use those two products together. You know, I mean, there's really value. I won't say much about this particular product.
Why not?
Because this product has opened up a whole new frontier for us in terms of how we look at wellness, not beauty. This is not your mother spa device on the skin and so on. And I just have to leave that particular thought with you, because this particular, it's really going to demonstrate the power that we have, that where the science is taking us and how it has opened up a whole new era of insights that can deliver a truly integrated beauty and wellness outcome. So let's wait for that. And I won't talk about Tia Me a whole bunch. There's another one. So really, Eddie. Okay. Hey, don't blame me, all right? Steve talk all the time. Somebody is winking at me. So anyway, Ryan is coming up very soon, and I'm so glad I have an opportunity at least to leave some teasers with you anyway, because I think you're going to see over the next 6 to 12 months, we are seeing for this year a whole new era that's going to happen in Nu Skin as far as the products are concerned, all right? It's creating an opportunity that it has never been seen before. Thank you. Thank you.